Hi, thank you guys for tuning in to FOSA Spotlight, where you're in the right place if you want to be inspired to be empowered. I am your host, Crystal Boyd. What a pleasure it is to be here today and each and every time. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, I tell you that. And today, as any other day, we are providing inspiration that leads to empowerment. That's what we're hoping for. That's the goal. Today's topic, should I just give it away that easy? I don't know. Something tells me I should drop the ball. And so, and go ahead. And by that I mean I love you. No, seriously. You did hear me. I love you. Well, yeah, that's our topic today is I love you. Yeah. You thinking about this Stevie Wonder song, I Just Called to Say? Don't make me start singing. Then y'all be like, oh my goodness, Crystal, you should totally be a singer. You shouldn't even be a podcaster. But no, let's continue on in our subject. So what I was thinking is we know we show people that we love them, right? We do things for them. We take out time. All right. We share in our resources and generous to those that we love and giving, all that good stuff. But sometimes it's nothing like good old fashioned saying I love you. Yep. It can be just that simple. So I'd like to say that think about that. Try to include that. Try to implement that. Try to even recall when was the last time that you actually told your family members, friends, that you love them. And I don't know about you, but this pandemic, post-pandemic, whatever we're in, we know we experienced something with the coronavirus and everything. And, for me, it put a lot of things more into perspective. And I have even more reason now to share in that thought, and not only by my doings, my actions, but, also lifting that person, family, friends up in prayer. But how can I do a basic thing? Sometimes the basic thing is just as useful. Not saying we need to forget about it, but can be useful. So I had to get used to and make sure that I wanted to get used to it. I didn't say I had to, because nobody makes us do this. But I said to my friends, I love them. To my cousins that I may not even see you but once every 10 years, oh my gosh, I love you. Doesn't take me growing up in your same city and state to love you. Now, it takes that to know you in depth, but it doesn't take that to love someone. Love is transcendent. It transcends space, place, and time. And sometimes just knowing that you are loved is comforting. So making sure I tell my mom, making sure I tell my dad, making sure I just tell my loved ones that they're loved. So, I always got a story, or most of the time I do. So it's oh my gosh, it's many years ago, at least about 5 to 6 years ago. And I'm on the phone and I'm trying to work out something with student loan, tell me about it. Like, that's always a situation, right? And trying to work out my payment plan, making sure I'm on top of stuff, being responsible. And the representative really worked it out. And I was so thankful. And so at the end, they were like, well, I've helped you, Ms. Boyd. I think all this is done. Is there anything else I can do for you? I said, no, you've been wonderful. I love you. And the person was like, you have a good evening, Ms. Boyd. But, and it kind of spiraled from there. So I was like, maybe you're on to something. Let's just see how comfortable some people are with saying, I love you. Okay. I know, like, it's just kind of who I am is just seeing that. I did my own focus group survey. That's what you call primary research right there. It wasn't even secondary. How about that? And yeah, so I go on and I'm supposed to go to this event. Matter of fact, it's my cousin's birthday party, nice place, karaoke room downtown Houston. And so I'm in a rental car. Oh my gosh. That's a whole story, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't like hatchbacks. Oh, I do not mean that in no disrespectful way, but the most respect is just a dislike. But every time I think about that story, it just grinds my gears. Yeah, so I had to go by Walmart and get this auxiliary cord, because there was no Bluetooth connection and all that type of stuff. So I'm in the store. And I don't have much time to just be looking for anything. So I asked someone to help me find like the auxiliary cords. So they point me in the direction in the little tech area in Walmart. And I'm thankful once again. And so they was like, well, do you need anything else? I was like, no, I don't. I love you. Oh my gosh. The person looked at the floor and said, and walked off. Yeah. So it actually gets a little better. So now I'm at the karaoke place. And, we went in there, sung happy birthday, had, a couple of beverages and all that type of stuff. And so as we're leaving out of the place, we happened to see, I guess it was a homeless man. I'm not going to assume that he was homeless, but he was definitely asking for money. And so he said, well, does anybody have a couple of dollars? And I said, I do, but I got to tell you something. I said, I love you. He said, I love you too. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you get it. Could have been about the $2, but maybe it wasn't. Here's the thing. I'm convinced that he got it, period. Because it doesn't have to be this whole uncomfortable thing. I mean, it may get taken back by such a statement. Matter of fact, I was telling somebody about this story. And so my friends in the same token, guest and everything else, one of them were over there. And they said, I love you. I was like, oh my gosh, why would you say that? And then I thought about it. I was like, you're right. That's right. I probably did seem a little weird. But get comfortable with saying I love you to people and them saying it to you. Like, it's good to say that to one another, not in emptiness, because if you're going around not trying to treat people like you would like to be treated, really, is that love? No. So just a call of action here. If we didn't learn anything else today, if you haven't talked to your grandma in a while, call her. See how she's doing. Tell her you love her. Your children, they need to hear it from you. I enjoy sharing that with my son so much. And even I brought him on board. But he goes a little deeper. He says, Mama, you're my best friend. And I guess in many other words, I can say that's I love you. And he'll go on to say that too. But it's good to bring about that healthy expression of love between one another, family, friends, and even strangers. People hate that don't even know you, right? Well, you can love people that you don't know, and you can tell them to. So that's your call to action. Be more loving and tell people I love you. It's been an honor and a privilege. It always is, every single time. Oh my goodness. It really is. And if you haven't already, I hope that you will like, share, subscribe, comment. Head on over to www.fosa.company. Check out some gear. I just ordered me some more apparel. You should too. Oh my gosh, you'll be happy that you did. Did you see those mugs? Boy, are they worth getting. Really, really, really. Head on over. We're also on Spotify. Find us on YouTube. Connect with us on Facebook. Like us on Instagram. We are all over the place. We're even on Twitter. TikTok is there, but it's not the strongest. We got to work on our TikTok, but we're there nonetheless. It's been a pleasure. Until next time, you guys be safe.